went for the sports period. In that, some wanted cricket and other wanted basketball. Then the teacher asked to raise the hands those who are willing for the game sports, cricket or the basketball. At last, the teacher decided to settle the problem with a show of hands. Here we always have to do what the boys want because they are majority. So at last what the boys think, they like to play cricket only. So the majority should not what demonstrate the other one. This was explained in a little picture. Then another one here, Shabnam. This girl wanted to learn, but in her house, because the parents are seeing the TV, she likes to stop. What? She told boldly about, I want to watch TV program, but I have to test tomorrow. If you all watch TV, I will also want to watch. I have an idea. What if no one watches TV tonight? Then I may not be tempted. So, like that, she told. So, what happened? Then everybody, the parents are accepted. So, this is the significant. That sounds strange, but what is meant by this? We might feel strongly about an issue. Okay, next. The Constitution helps to protect us against certain decisions that we might take that could have an adverse effect of the larger principle. For example, it is possible that many people who live in a democratic might come to so strongly feel that party policies has become as as the ceremonies that we need a strong dictator. Then, from the above discussion, you will understand that the Constitution plays a very important. This is the Constitution rules. The people of Nepal adopted new constitution, and Suresh, the class monitor, wrongly picks on Anil, his classmate. It is a to misuse authority. It's a little activity was given in that page number 10. The girls do not get play basketball. There was no rule that all were equal. Next, we have to see the Indian Constitution, the key feature. Here they have given one picture. You see, there was an extraordinary sense, the Constitution Assembly. Each of the provision of the future Constitution. See here, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the prominent member of the Constitution Assembly. There in the another picture, see, there is a Bhimara Ambedkar. He was considered as the father of our Constitution. So let us see how the key features. The first one, what is this? See here, the Indian national movement had been an active struggle for independence from British rule for several decades. During the freedom struggle, the activists had devoted a great deal of time of imagining and planning what a free India would be like. Under the British, they had been forced to obey rules that they had very little role in making. The long experience of authoritarian rule under the colonial state convinced India that a free India. So what happened? This was done. We got independence in 1947, but the constitution was made in 1950 only. So in between, it was made by more than 300 members who became the Constitution Assembly members. Then, these members of the Constitution Assembly had a large task before them. The country was made of several different communities who spoke different languages, belonged to different religions, and had a distinct culture also. When the Constitution was being written, India was going through a considerable turmoil. Turmoil means very critical condition. The partition of the country into India and Pakistan was imminent. Some of the princely states remained undecided about their future, and socio-economic condition of the vast mass of the people appeared dismal. All of the issues played on the minds of the members of the Constitutional Assembly as they drafted a constitution. They rose to occasion and gave this country a visionary document that reflects a respect for containing diversity. So, the features of the constitution we have to see. First one, federalism. Federalism means we have a 2 or 3 more government, for is state government, central government and local government. Here the local government means Panchayat Raj is a third tier government. And we have already learned in the 6th standard and 7th standard itself about the 3 types of government. Then again, this is the first features of our constitution is federalism. The first feature of our constitution is federalism. Each state in India enjoys autonomy in exercising powers on certain issues. The Constitution contains lists that detail the issues. In addition, the Constitution also specifies where each government can get the money from for the work that it does. Under federalism, the states are not merely agents for the federal government. Here, the second one is parliamentary form of government. The parliamentary form of government means that is voting adult suffrage. Suffrage is a movement, that is a voting. Here they have given one photo, that means they show the people standing in a line to cast their votes in 1966. Then the second one is parliamentary form of government. The Constitution of India guarantee universal adult suffrage for all citizens. When they are making the Constitution, the members of the Constitution Assembly felt that freedom struggle had prepared the masses for universal adult suffrage, and that this would help encourage a democratic means and break the clutches from the traditional caste, class and gender. So, every citizen in the country, irrespective of their caste and also their social background, each one is have a contest in election. These representatives are accountable to the people. You will read more about representation in crucial. The third one is separation of power. According to Constitution, there are three organs of government. There is the legislative, executive and judiciary. The legislature refers to our elected representative. The executive is the smallest group of the people who are responsible for implementing. The judiciary, which will read more in the unit. So, this in order to prevent the misuse of power by any one branch, the government, the Constitution says that each of these organs should exercise different power. Through this, each organ acts as a check on the other organ of the government. Here they have given the pictures of the members of the Constitutional Assembly. I would like to say a difference between what do you mean by state and the government. The state refers to the political institution, and the government refers to the admin. Are they responsible for the administrating the law? Next, we are having fundamental rights. The section of the fundamental rights has often been referred as the conscience of the Indian Constitution. See, in the side they have given the 6 fundamental rights: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and education right, right to constitutional remedies. So, the colonial rule had created a certain suspicions of the state in the minds of the nationalists. So, they wanted to ensure that a set of written rights would guard against the misuse of state power of independence. So, fundamental rights therefore protect citizens against the arbitrary and the absolute exercise of power by the state. The Constitution thus guarantees the right of individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. So, moreover, the various minority communities also expressed the Constitution to include rights that would protect their groups. The Constitution therefore also guarantees the rights of the against minority. Dr. Ambedkar has said about these fundamental rights, the object is twofold. What is the first object? Every citizen must be in a position to claim those rights. And secondly, the right must be binding upon every authority. So, again I would like to say the first one is federalism, the second one is parliamentary form of government, the third separation of power, the fourth one fundamental rights. The fifth one is secularism. Secular state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion. You can understand in which country history determine the kind of institution that a country adopt itself. The Constitution play a crucial role in playing out the ideals that we should like all the citizens of the country to do. Just like in the game of a football, a change of the constitutional rules will affect the game. Indian Constitution has been amended over the years to reflect a new Constitution. See here they have given one picture. See here students, see they are casting their vote on 24th January. The first one is Jawaharlal Nehru. The second one we have seen that one, and then Rajendra Prasad. The third one they are signing in the Constitutional Assembly. The last photo shows the following persons from left to see. See, these are the people. Then fundamental duties. Fundamental duties means every we are the Nepal, the different features of the Indian Constitution outlined above. So, in the rest of the book as well as in your higher classes, you will read more than about the Constitution. Again, let us see from this chart we are able to recapture again. First one, the Constitutional Assembly in 1946 framed our Constitution. So, who is the father of our Constitution? Dr. Ambedkar is known as the father of our Constitution. What is the object of the Constitution? The socio-economic reforms, eradicating poverty, maintaining diversity while preserving the national unity. Feature of the Constitution. First one, federalism. Government at the state, center and local level. Constitution given detailed list the powers of the state and center, all persons governed by laws and policies by this level. The second one is parliament form of government. Citizens has direct role in electing their representatives, which leads to universal adult franchise. Third one, separation of power. So we are having the three organs. What are they? Legislative, executive and judiciary. Each organ has different powers and checks the other organ. So there was the balance of power. No power would not misuse the other one. Then the fundamental rights. It is known as the conscience of the Indian Constitution. Colonial rule was a suspicion among the people. So everything was written. So our Indian Constitution is the lengthiest one. Then written rights to protect and guard the people. The last one is secularism. There is no state religion. State should not promote any religion. We have the right to practice, propagate any religion. So Constitution is a set of rules and regulations according to which a country is governed. Do you understand? So with regard to this lesson, we will like to give one little homework sheet. You can go through the lesson once again. Okay? Thank you.